My name's Ramon Gray. I'm the residing president of the MANUP program. I'm here with the founder and creator, and I just really want to get, an extensive understanding of how this program came about and, some leading factors to you implementing this program.
Well, first off, my name is Harold Agee. I am the founder and creator of the MANUP program. How did the program come about? That's the question you're asking me.
Absolutely.
To be honest, it's just my journey throughout the last 22 years of my incarceration. I was locked up in 1994, the first time in my life ever being incarcerated, juvenile or otherwise. My parent institution is Lucasville. So I sat in a single man cell and ended up asking myself the most honest question I ever asked myself: how did I get here? And out of that, the MANUP program was formed.
Good, good. I really bought into the concept of the program, because I understand, I internalized this, this is serious, this is a way of life, and I understand the significance of a man in the household and the family, period. So when I first got the curriculum, it really stuck to me, and I said, wow, man, it's got to be a dynamic dude that got this clarity and understanding of, what we really need. And I really learned more about myself by reading the curriculum, which made it more simpler to demonstrate. So I really want to ask you, how did you come about with these characteristics of what a real man is? And not only that, but having an understanding of getting the actual definition of what a man is.
To be honest with you, I stumbled across it. I've always had animals and nature. I love nature, so like I said, I was sitting in this single man cell. I'm listening to the things that's being said out in the block. I'm asking myself these questions like, how did I get incarcerated? Instantly a person to say they crime. I'm convicted of aggravated murder. So you would say, you killed somebody, so that's how you got here. But the answer wasn't that simple.
Right.
The answer was something was going on before I got to the situation that led to that incident to where I took somebody's life.
Absolutely.
And in attempting to answer that, all these other things came out. I sold drugs. So in attempting to answer why did I sell the drugs, I realized that I was just trying to provide, man.
Absolutely.
I'm from an economically deprived community, single female head household. I watched my mother struggle. I watched my mother abused. So I tried to provide, young. Providing is a natural element for men, male animals, period. So when you look at that aspect, at the same time, you look, protecting is a natural aspect of a male entity, animal or otherwise. Now, it's a difference how they do it,
Right.
but it's natural for a man to desire to provide. It's natural for a man to desire to protect. But because I didn't have that father figure in the house, that stability or start this process or journey of manhood with that foundation, trial and error.
Absolutely.
It was trial and error. So that's how I ended up in the penitentiary. That's why I killed somebody trying to provide. A situation happened where somebody else got killed. I felt the type of way, like the youngsters say, and responded or reacted instead of responding from an unconscious place. So going through all that, I had to look up the definition of the word man. I ain't know what a man was.
Right.
I had to start there. Like, what was I? And what's crazy is before I could get to what was I had to ask the question, who was I? But I was doing it backwards because I'm trying to figure out who I am without understanding what I am. And it actually, It matters. You can't
Absolutely.
answer question 2 without answering question 1. And that's not only what I was doing, but that's how I was living my life. And in the process of doing this, I started talking to other people and realized that most of the people incarcerated, we was doing the same thing.
Right.
You know, we good people. I know inside of me I ain't hateful. You know, I'm remorseful that this happened. So, you know, I had to go inside it and really, really dig, man. I had to be honest with myself for the first time in life. Like, really go inside and dig and ask some questions that broke me down. There's days that I sat in the cell and cried. Not only because of the pain that I realized from being abandoned by my father and the lack of the foundation, but because of some of the things that I did. And even more so, what about some of the things that I didn't do? You know, I've been locked up 22 years. My grandmother just passed. I couldn't go to her funeral. And in the 22 years since then, I couldn't take out her trash. I couldn't cut the grass. You know, do none of the things that a responsible adult male supposed to be doing. And just thinking about all those things is where this program comes from. Finally deciding that I am better, I want to do better. I just start writing everything down and researching and going back and forth and looking. Like, first off, how did I become this person? Or function as this person?
Right.
So the program is a derivative of honest, sincere, uncut self-evaluation.
Definitely, I can attest to that because it really made me go within myself. I mean, I had examples, but not like real men examples growing up who was to show me, you know, to lead me spiritually, mentally, physically, you know, building up my self-esteem and things of that nature. Like we just closed out a good year, you know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for the experience that I have gained with you doing these classes, to
Right.
really see you implement it. Because when I picked it up, I didn't have a
Clear understanding,
clear
of my vision.
Absolutely. So
Right.
now I'm able to grasp that vision and run, you know, with it. So it's just that one of the things that stood out inside of it to me is the leader aspect. Are you leading consciously or unconsciously?
Right.
Like when you ask that question. And another thing stood out is how you, at the end of class, we say, a man always leaves something better than when he came.
I mean, what would you think a man's role or responsibility, or even check this out, his privilege? You know what I'm saying? It's a privilege to actually be and function as a man.
Absolutely.
The influence. We don't understand the depth or the magnitude that we affect life in truth. You know, we powerful. In the Bible, you know, God created man in his image, in his likeness. We creators. Whether you truly understand what a creator is or not could be a problem if you're the creator, you know. Imagine having a magic wand but don't know how to use it. And you just slinging stuff and it just be messed up. That's how I was living my life. With good intentions. You know, I wanted a better home for my family. But I sought the better home for my family selling drugs. Now I understand what drugs really do. It don't make no sense. How do you be this man, consciously choose to function as this man, consciously choose to better your family, improve your home, consciously, and then sell drugs? Come on, man. Ain't no real man gonna do that.
Right.
It's an oxymoron.
It deals with that mentality, though. Like we say, it's two different mentalities that you gotta embrace.
And that's the importance of this program. You know, a lot of people want to blame the circumstances on, I'm trying to think of a medical term, a symptom. You know what I'm saying? We run around and dealing with symptoms, but the issue is a lot of us young men don't have that concrete foundation, the definition, the truth, universal definition of what a man is. And if you don't have that, you don't know concretely what a man's supposed to be doing.
Right.
See, once you understand this stuff, your life becomes simpler. A man ain't supposed to poison his home, destroy his community. How do you know that? Because a man is a protector and a provider. Protect. You don't destroy, you protect. So any action that I go to do and it's on the side of destruction, automatically ain't for me. It's simple, for real. Automatically it ain't for me. So I'm sitting down, and instead of struggling and trying to figure out, like, man, should I do this? Should I do it? Hey, it's simple. Do it protect? Do it build? Is it about erection?
Right.
Or does it destroy?
Point blank period.
Point blank period. If it destroy, it ain't right. Man up. No, man up, flat out. I can't do that, bro. I gotta go. Why? Because I'm trying to build something.